Hey there, it's me, Veronica Drake. Yes, I know it's been a while, and no, this isn't Divine Downloads. Not yet. That's next week. What I'm coming to you today with is an energetic forecast for the month of November. So, what is an energetic forecast? It is a kind of reading where I tap into the energy of the month of November using numerology, the numbers, and using the collective frequencies that are out there. And off of this, I give you very detailed, guided information that you then take and see where or if it applies in your life. Now, this is for the entire month of November. So what I would do, if I were you, I would listen to this entire energetic report, and then I would go back and I would listen again and take specific notes. I would list out things you have coming up based on what you're hearing for the energetic forecast. Should you revamp some things? Should you move the timeline on some things? Should you just forget things altogether for the month of November? Now, remember, you have free will and you are highly involved in this process in the sense that you're going to trust your gut feeling. I may say something that the guides have given to me and you may go, I don't think so. That doesn't apply to me. Or you may go, you know what? I better double up on this information. Whatever comes to you in coordination with what we're putting forward, go for it. So, without any further ado, here is your energy forecast for the month of November. So, the message for the month of November is all about destruction and rebuilding. Ooh, I know that sounds dramatic, but remember, we need to know opposites. And so this is the month for you to notice who in your life is destructive versus constructive. Is the person that's tearing you down really necessary anymore? Now, let me preface that by saying we all need to know the opposite. We all need to process what people who tear us down are bringing forward within us. It's all about learning and growing. And so how you respond is what's key here. And this is all about boundaries. So take a look at your life and begin to understand the beginning of the month. What are you tolerating? What is it that you are allowing to have happen in your life? What may need to happen is your definition of friend might need a little bit of tweaking. And just remember this: everything that goes on in your life goes on with your approval. So I want you to stop and think about those words. As your concept of friendship is looked at, notice what is it that you are approving in your life. Words have power, and the word approval is meant to shake you and wake you. And so no matter whether this is blood family or your extended family or your coworkers, maybe it's your siblings, and you're looking at their behavior and you're wondering, what is it that I'm approving? Remember, people get to show up and be whoever they want to be. It's your job to say what's acceptable for you. The number one focus for the month of November is, are you ready? Self, okay? This is the key to understanding your role in the whole. And so as you dig deeper into who you are in the context of things around you, meaning your relationships, your job, your finances, it is possible that you may want to start over. Yes, you can start over. You get a do-over. It's allowed. And how does one get a do-over? By re-shifting, reframing the way you see yourself, the way you think about your life. Now, the words empathy and understanding are floating all around. Now, you may have a lot of empathy and understanding for those around you. Maybe you're very charitable. You give your time, your treasure, your talent. But remember, November is all about self. Are you empathetic and giving and charitable to yourself? Typically, this isn't something that we talk about as human beings, but I'm going to tell you, my recent flight, I understood more clearly how important it is that you take care of yourself first. And it was prompted to me when the flight attendant did the oxygen mask, and I kept hearing ringing over and over, put your own mask on first, put your own mask on first. Now, luckily, we didn't need our masks, but the truth is, we always hear what we're supposed to hear at just the right time. And the whole flight, I kept writing down, put your own mask on first. I sat down to do this reading, and I kept hearing, it's all about the self, taking care of the self, putting the emphasis on the self. With regard to that, don't be afraid to share your needs, your wants, and even your creative ideas. This is going to open up a deeper level of communication for you this month. Typically, it might have felt like communication was shallow. Maybe you didn't feel like you were showing up, sharing as much as you could. Maybe you just didn't even feel like you were contributing to the whole. This month is the opportunity to present yourself in a whole new light and show up with creativity oozing out every pore of you. Yes, I mean you. You may be sitting there saying, I don't have a creative bone in my body. But the truth is, you do have a creative bone. In fact, you are a creative soul. The soul comes down, it knows what it needs, and it has to creatively work with the energies all around it to feed it. So think of the month of November as food for your soul. And that is in the form of creativity. One of the things you want to be mindful of this month is don't get caught up in the mundane. Yes, you know the mundane. Yes, you know it needs to be done. But here's the thing. The image I get right away is spinning the wheel. Your tire's stuck in the mud. You know that feeling. You're accelerating. You're stepping on the gas. You want to move forward, but the tire goes and goes. You know what that comes from? That comes from up here. It's your thoughts and it's your lack of creativity. Right now, pause this video, and I want you to look at the main area in your life that you're stuck. Right now, pause, pause, pause. Go ahead. I'll hang out. I'll wait. No hurry. Pause your video. Notice where you're stuck. Okay. Did you notice where you were stuck? What'd you write down? What? You didn't write anything down? Okay. I'll forgive you. Maybe you're new at this. If you did write something down, I want you to write the answer to this question. How in the world do I get unstuck? All right, you don't know? What if you did know? Write down the answer to the question, how do I get unstuck? And imagine, be creative, and tell yourself, what if I did know how to get unstuck? What would the answer be? Okay. No matter what's going on, no matter where you are, you know Thanksgiving is in the month of November. It's all about being thankful, bringing in the energy of gratitude, shining the light. And so as you take the breaks from the mundane, I want you to allow yourself to create space. Did you hear me say create space for the simple pleasures? The simple pleasures. Now, you've probably had a mixed bag of emotions this year, probably more so than any other year. And just understand that it's all culminating. It's coming to an end right now. Your huge influx of feminine energy has ruled thus far. Here's the key. Bring in the masculine energy of the mind. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean get out your rulers and your calculators and become left brain. It means simply this. Go into the mind, not the brain. There's a difference. Go into the mind and find the subconscious part of your mind. That's the part where you remember the memories of the past, and put yourself in a place in your mind where you felt empowered, where you felt strong, where you could easily see the masculine energy. Remember that, recall it, bring it up, and notice how you can let it flow through the month of November to set you up and bring you forward in the highest possible way. Now, this is called balance, but before you can get balance, you got to understand the other side of it. Now, I want to tell you something. This year, 2019, is going to have you, if you choose it, saying bye-bye to things that repress you, to things that hold you back at your ankles. I just pictured somebody trying to run away and somebody's grabbing at your ankles. It's all possible. Everything is lining up, and it doesn't have to be a destructive dismantling. It can be constructive, okay? So as you dismantle 2019, it's really about reconstructing. So see what's falling apart in 2019 and look at the repositioning of it, the rebuilding of it in 2020. Now, there has been a lot of information in this reading, and it's going to even be things that you're not even hearing first go around. So I want to encourage you to go back and listen to this reading a couple of times. Now, you can look at it for the month of November, or you can have a big old view of it. It's your choice. Now, I want to tell you something extra special, but let me take a sip of my coffee first. If you like this reading, I would love to give you an overview, month by month, of the first 6 months of 2020. Yup, using your birth date, your name, calculating your month by month scenarios. How would you like that? It's in print form. It'll come PDF. And it is free to you when you purchase a reading with me during the month of November. Now, you won't get to book in the month of November, but you must purchase in the month of November to get this incredible 6-month overview. How cool would that be? Now, I want to caution you, as you get this 6-month overview, it is also imperative that you interject your own knowing, your own creativity, your own reflections. Oh, and one more bonus, when you purchase in the month of November, a 45-minute reading, how about I give you 6 months? And how about if I go one step further and I break it down day by day? Oh, how cool would that be? Now, this isn't going to be your traditional, oh, you should go do this and it might look like this. You're going to have to actively participate in this reading, okay? You're going to look at the day. You're going to see the little blurb. You're going to look at the overarching theme for the month, and then you're going to look at what's possible. What do you need? What can you let go of? It is a wacky, wacky, wacky bonus in the sense that it's a lot of information, all right? So book your 45-minute reading in the month of November. You won't be able to schedule in November, but you'll get lots of free goodies. All right, guys, I'll see you in your private session. Oh, yeah, and I don't know if I told you this, but I teach this work. Yeah, I teach you how to connect and communicate with spirit in a simple way. I'll just throw the link in here in case you're interested in that.